the Israelites. They just gotten back Canaan and had begun farming and herding. But there was one thing. They wanted a ruler. They didn't want any more judges like Samuel and his sons. They wanted a king like the Greeks and the Egyptians. But Samuel gave them a warning and said that a king might tax them unfairly or enslave their children. But the Israelites didn't listen. They wanted a king. There's a young man named Saul from the tribe of Benjamin. One day, Saul's donkeys ran off, and him and his servant went off to find them. The servant suggested to Saul that they should go visit the prophet Samuel, that he may tell them which road to take. And upon Saul's arrival, Samuel anointed him the first king of Israel. When Samuel came to tell the Israelites about Saul's anointing, Saul got nervous and was found hiding in the fields. But he soon proved himself when his army went up against the Philistines. With each win, Saul's fame grew greater. At first, Saul was a good king, but then he burned sacrifices without Samuel, and God quickly turned his back. Each offense was greater. Saul enslaved his people and gave them very high taxes. Finally, Samuel was forced to anoint a new king, a boy named David from Bethlehem. Saul became tormented by evil spirits and demons, and David was brought him to sing him to sleep. Saul quickly liked David and put him at the head of his army, but with each of David's wins, his fame grew greater, and the women of Israel started saying that Saul had slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. Finally, Saul tried to kill David because of his jealousy and went on a manhunt for him that lasted years. In the end, God still had his back turned on Saul, and he was forced to kill himself in a battle against the Philistines to avoid being captured. And David became king soon after. Saul's advice to future leaders? Don't disobey or upset God. He could have saved you from having to kill yourself.